are coming undone. Exercising the system with different perspective, a different view, delivering that universal joy that's long overdue. 'Cause if you hear me, psych up the mode. This is Aaron Gibson, soul and li-fi. Gladiator, Hulk heart ready to explode. Groovy Q-box with speakers blasting, funkin' relaxing, pumping in the air. That pounding in your chest, emitting from within. Cue the trumpets in your solar flare. Momentum growing like a Titan's wrath. Crowd building it up now. It's time to broadcast. Your foot are whacking, flares that tapping, moon sliding on that floor. Like Michael Bublé crooning with records scratching. Your body screams it wants more. We're all hyped up, it's Friday night, and the band's ready to go. Souls are shaking with the earthquake, and let's get on with the show. 'Cause if you hear me, psych up the mode. This is Aaron Gibson, soul man, li-fi. Gladiator, Hulk heart ready to explode. Groovy jukebox with speakers blasting, funkin' L.L.C bumping in the air. That pounding in your chest, emitting from within. Cue the trumpets in your solar flare. Here comes the intro with the soul style beat. The wait is all over now, igniting the phoenix is what we see. 'Cause if you hear me, psych up the mode. This is Aaron Gibson, soul man, li-fi. Gladiator, Hulk heart ready to explode. Groovy jukebox with speakers blasting, funkin' L.L.C pumping in the air. That pounding in your chest, emitting from within. Cue the trumpets in your solar flare. Friday night electricity, everyone dancing, feeling free, pushing kindness, spreading love. been a long walk down this hard road. You dance through my mind, the one who can crack my code. I'm an Audie Bodkins with my heart on my sleeve. I know you're out there, one day we will meet. My person, I know you're out there. One day I won't be alone. I'm sorry I can't offer much except a scarred heart, a kind mind, and arms to call home. You will be my rock, lifting me in the worst of times. Reciprocate the energy I offer, and see the reason I'm so kind. Our eyes will lock, speaking so loudly without so much as a word. Taking my hand, embracing me when I need to be heard. My person, I know you're out there. One day I won't be alone. I'm sorry I can't offer much except a scarred heart, a kind mind, and arms to call home. And arms to call home. I will be your soldier, to stand guard at night, stand unwavering together as the world brings the fight. These eyes will appreciate every moment we share. We laugh, we will talk, we will cry. 'Cause in the end, I'm just a simple and humble guy. My person, I know you're out there. One day I won't be alone, I'm sorry I can't offer much except a scarred heart, a kind mind, and arms to call home. Arms to call home. Arms to call home.
Hashtag space for crafts, yo! DJ Red Panda, get over here! Pull my finger! Let's get you luminous soul moving!
The clock strikes 5, the week's finally done. Grab your friends, let's go have some fun. Laughter fills the air as the sun sets low. With every big burly hug, our spirits start to glow. It's Friday night, let the good times roll. Crank the jams up high, let the music take control. We'll dance away the worries, let the weekend start. With friends and family close, it's a night that warms the heart. We gather round the the table, stories to share. From the highs to the lows, there's love in the air. Every smile a reminder we're never alone. In this joyful moment we found our home. It's Friday night, let the good times roll. Crank the jams up high, let the music take control. We'll dance away the worries, let the weekend start. With friends and family close, it's a night that warms the heart. Warms the heart. As the stars come shining, we'll raise a toast to the laughter and the love, it's what we cherish most. So here's to Friday, where the magic begins. With every note we sing, let the joy never end. It's Friday night, let the good times roll. Crank the jams up high, let the music take control. We'll dance away the worries, let the weekend start. With friends and family close, it's a night that warms the heart. You ever had that feeling? Alone, dark and cold. The cold clutch of loneliness, the emptiness untold. Then when least expected, they walk into your life. Pillars of strength, love, and fortitude, reigniting one strife. We will always pick up where we left off, humble and kind minds, with hearts so soft. The ones who know my heart and stand strong with me. Blood makes you related, but loyalty makes you family. We've all risen up from the places from where some may not walk. From somewhere deep within, we find within the bravery to talk. We're all vulnerable and uncut, rising to the occasion, embracing us, even though we're all a little nuts. We will always pick up where we left off, humble and kind minds, with hearts so soft. The ones who know my heart and stand strong with me. Blood makes you related, but loyalty makes you family. We've all stood on the dark side of the tracks, a space of non-judgment. There ain't no looking back. Life is a roller coaster that we have to hold on tight. Bless all of you in my world, helping me continue the fight. We will always pick up where we left off, humble and kind minds, with hearts so soft. The ones who know my heart and stand strong with me. Blood makes you related, Fury like the sun, Friday's begun. Hardcore dancing crowd jumping one by one. Soul man spin the track, records get scratched. Bass heavy bumping, speakers blast back. Lighting fires on Friday, flames in the night. Trumpets blaring loud, feel the hype. Crowd amped up, everybody in sight. Heavy beats drop, elevating to a new height. Step in the spot, feet can't stop. Sweat on the brow, crowd about to pop. Soul man on the decks, dropping them beats. Heating up the floor, can't stay in your seats. Ignite the spark, let the rhythm take hold. Hardcore vibes, future stories to be told. Trumpets roar, echo through the dome. Records spin, this dance our home. Lights flash, shadows flicker to the sound. Bassline tremble, shaking underground. Soul man in control, pure fire we found. Energy unrivaled, we reign unbound. Lighting fires on Friday, flames in the night. Trumpets blaring loud, feel the hype. Crowd amped up, everybody in sight. Heavy beats drop, elevating to a new height.
Hello, love. It's been a long time. This crazy road that we travel, finding time to unwind. In front of others walking, the man that I am, raw, uncut, forever learning. With passion I stand. Felt this world had given up on me, then fate would make a play. The person I've come to know and how I wish I could stay. There's just something about you, admiring the kind spirit you are. How every moment is precious, washing away my scars. It doesn't matter any time or any day, I will always be grateful for you making me feel this way. The moments we get to snuggle up, with arms open and warm, giggling, watching movies, breaking free of the norm. Lost in your eyes, with every moment I get, blown away by your magnitude. I don't wanna leave just yet. I wanna hold you in my arms, just lay here on your deck, sunbathing with that November breeze. Like-minded mischief makers, you bet. There's just something about you, admiring the kind spirit you are. How every moment is precious, washing away my scars. It doesn't matter any time or any day, I will always be grateful for you making me feel this way. Ooh. just share that space and be. No one has ever really seen me the way that you do, making me realize I will never stop cherishing you. There's just something about you, admiring the kind spirit you are, how every moment is precious, washing away my scars. It doesn't matter any time or any day, I will always be grateful for you making me feel this way.
Hype up! Hashtag space for crafts. Yo, come on, come on. Soul man on the scene. Get those hands up. It's time to raise that roof. Feel the beats, surge in the streets. Crank it up loud, dance those feet. Soul man kicking the jams to hype the crowd. Commitment to share and joy, a solemn vow. Getting jiggy with it, slaying that floor. Bust out that groovy wheeze, ready for more. Cue it up, soul man, electrify the air. Here comes the boom, shaking our derriere. Feed that hype, now bring the noise. Charge the crowd, Friday joy. Giving that funk to move that trunk, waving from your chair like you just don't care. The crowd hands up, fueling that hype. Blow the roof off the studio, tonight's that night. Cue it up, soul man, electrify the air. Here comes the boom, shaking our derriere. Feed that hype, now bring the noise. Charge the crowd, Friday joy. You are owed this moment for working those hours exclusively. Breaking down the walls, a roaring phoenix to be set free. All of the rocking crowd waving in unison, hyped out of our minds. Let Friday begin. Whoop, whoop. Coming up, soul man, electrify the air. Here comes the boom, shaking our derriere. Feed that hype, now bring the noise. Charge the crowd, Friday joy. You are owed this moment for working those hours exclusively. Breaking down the walls, a roaring phoenix to be set free. All of the rocking crowd waving in unison, hyped out of our minds. Let Friday begin. Whoop, whoop. Cue it up, soul man, electrify the air. Here comes the boom, shaking our derriere. Feed that hype, now bring the noise. Charge the crowd, Friday joy. Cue it up, soul man. Cue it up, soul man. Cue it up, soul man. Cue it up, Friday joy. Cue it up, Friday joy. Cue it up, soul man. Cue it up, Friday joy. Fire it up, y'all! I got you! Break the walls, do your way! Igniting the night sky with fire to show. Lighting the way for silently struggling to grow. Standing up to speak up on what's right. Unwavering in the mission with hands tight. Fire it up, soul man! Stigma's blowing up, and running the streets, fired up and ready to see their defeat. I am the one to bring them all down, all for the voiceless trying to make sound, trying to make a difference for all to see. Light it up, my phoenix, it's time to fly free. Break the walls down, wow. Igniting the night sky with fire to show just how far the silently struggling can really go. Standing up to speak up on what's right, unwavering in the mission with hands tight. Fire it up, soul man. The time is now for those in need. We will not watch them suffer in their defeat. Reaching out with support and hands, this is where we hold the line and make our stand, allowing others to be truly heard. Sharing the core within are the only words. We all have a place at this great table, a lifeline to reach out to and keep us stable. Break the walls down, igniting the night sky with fire to show just how far the silently struggling can really go. Standing up to speak up on what's right, unwavering in the mission with hands tight. Fire it up, soul man. Rise my feet and can fly. Rise my feet. Rise my people go. Rise my feet. Rise my feet. Just now. Igniting the night sky with fire to show just how far the silently struggling can really go. Standing up to speak up on what's right, unwavering in the mission with hands tight. Fire it up, soul man.
Studio One, nestled in the heart of Calgary. Welcome to Aaron Gibson's Soul Man Live. Bringing you that moment of joy in your day to ignite your inner phoenix and fly. Today's featured guests, you. And now it's time to put your Hulk hearts up and welcome your big burly hug host, Aaron Gibson.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Season 3 premiere. Soul Man Live, back again and in full action. Oh my God, I got to turn my volume down. I am so stoked for tonight. And I've been so overcharged. And there is so much energy pumping out through my system right now. I hope it's just traveling through the screen right to you right now. Big burly hugs. Thank you for being here. Oh my God. Everybody showing up. There's my beautiful production team working in the back. Nick and Leslie, like literally they're posting through the comments, and they're like, there's about 184 comments and already. I'm like, we haven't even started the show yet. So thank you for the love, thank you for the support. Happy Valentine's Day, happy Friday. Oh, I have missed you all so much. And this connection that we've had. However, there's always a reward when we take these downtimes in between the season, because it gives me a chance to come back and visit you and see you and get caught up with everyone that is out there. And there's just been so much production been going on. Like, I don't know where to begin. It's episode 63. Like, never thought that we would be here. So I'm just overwhelmed and surging so much energy right now. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's been in the comments. I seen Jenny Gold here. Let's go through the comments. Control teams got it for my angels. I've literally deemed them the Charlie's Angels. All right, Nicole and Leslie have got it going on in the back. All right, but I seen Jenny Gold popping in. I know that Jenny Lynn is in there. My brother Donald Baker is there. Sam is there. My sister, my TikTok colleague, and we've got some ideas that we got to finally spin out into the world. Who else did I see out there? Here, we're gonna go through, and we're gonna beat the production team a little bit. I'm cheating, just so you know. Control room, it's my fault, it's my bad. All right, but literally I see Carolyn S. Smith out there. I know that some of the comments aren't always showing up here in on the StreamYard platform, so I'm taking a quick gander out there. I see you, Kinga. Thank you so much for being here. Kinga Kong, yo. She's toppling down some major empire buildings with what she's doing right now. Leslie Neidick is out in the audience. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Omar. Great to see you. Hello, Michelle. Great. Thanks for being here and showing your love and support. Jackie Hallberg is in the house. Oh my God. I just love having Jackie in the house. She will charge you in the moments that you really need to be charged. But we don't want to dive too much into Jackie tonight, because we've got somebody very important tonight that is a good dear friend of Jackie that we're going to celebrate. But anyways, let's get back to some more of these quick comments. Sandra Both, I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for joining. Thank you for reaching out to me. Okay, I got to keep this brief, because I am literally stealing the soul from her Valentine's Day, and I know her husband is doing some stuff on his own, but this is her space, her time, and I have just been waiting so long to do this with her. Before we get to her, because again, I'm so excited to get there. First thing I got to do is just say a big shout out to Harold Jimbrowski. He is in a very bad situation, and I shouldn't say bad. It's cancer. It's hard. It's tough. And he's not in a good place right now. So I just wanted everybody that's here to again show some love for Harold Jimbrowski in the comments, and just give him a moment of energy and just throw it out into the universe for him. It's a moment that another soul really needs it. So big burly hugs to you, Jim. Or sorry, Harold. I don't know why I went to Jim. Harold, thank you so much, and for your grace on that, and just know that you are in our thoughts this evening, and we are sending some massive love to you in these moments ahead. So we are here, we've got you, and just keep that faith and keep that spirit and keep doing what you're doing, because I hear beautiful things about you, my friend. Okay, next we have to give a shout out to somebody very important to me that I feel a little bit, I've been a little bit neglected. I try to give shout outs all the time to this particular entity, I should say. And that is a shout out to Skilled Trades. Skilled Trades making the imaginary reality out in the world. I myself am a HVAC plumbing trainer, and we are starved for skilled trades out there. You want to make the imaginary reality, get into skilled trades. We've got electricians, we've got welders, we've got, of course, HVAC technicians, AC technicians, we've got gas fitters, plumbers, everything out there. There's opportunity out there for those jobs. And I know in a world right now that it is really pushing on us hard. We're going to push right back and let you guys know where the jobs are available and how this can really change your world. I was a simple HVAC technician and have been blessed with so many lucky opportunities that I've been able to capitalize on and move on. And that's why I'm in the position I am today. So big love and shout out to all my skilled trades out there. Next. Oh, I had to write this stuff down because I knew that I was going to be over like, and this person knows in the background. I was talking to her earlier today. She knows how excited I am because I was cutting her off unfairly because I was literally like in her ear, and I hadn't even had my coffee yet. That's how excited I am. This announcement I am so brilliantly proud of and have the profound honor and privilege to work with her on a day-to-day basis as her executive remote producer on her live show. I want to give a shout out to the new Guiding Brilliant Writers publishing house created by Nicole and Guy Galindo. Please make sure that you connect and follow with her. We've got just a little something to say that we are here for you and that we are in full support. And I know that she's in the control room now, and I'll walk gently right now, but we just love you and we support you. And we are so proud of the actions that you have taken. And please subscribe to her YouTube channel, get in touch with her, contact her. The amazing opportunities that come and unfold from working with this brilliant spirit will benefit you tenfold. And I can speak because I'm one of those people. All right. Lastly, okay, this is something new because we're doing a new kind of a little evolution with the show. I know how we've run things in the past, and this year I really wanted to strive for something a little bit higher, a little bit better, and raise that bar. And because we've been doing that, of course, you guys are all aware, all the music that you heard coming in through the pre-live, that 30-minute pre-live workup to bring on our special guest for this evening, I wrote all of that music. Which is kind of lead into our special guest. However, before we speak about that, what I need to start doing now to keep it up there with the new upper tier is make full disclosure to you that what we do here, what Soul Man Live is about sharing the journeys of others to encourage reaching out. We are by no means medical advice. What we are here to do is here to get you to reach out to that medical advice. So please, any of the information that you hear here is not medical advice. It is not certified. This is simply sharing of journeys and what people have tapped into in order to overcome their obstacles so that they could change their world and start moving towards a happier, better place in their world. This is not an easy journey. And if you yourself right now are attending Soul Man Live for the very first time here, and you are silently struggling and you feel that you are ready to take that olive branch leap to reach out, it's one small step, and you can do it here in Canada. In the US, please call 988 if you are in Canada and the US, if you are struggling with mental adversity and you are questioning your worth in this world, because I'm here to tell you that I was at that point as once myself, and I decided to make a different path, change my path, move towards the positive, and not let it consume me. So please reach out. If you are in the United Kingdom, you can also reach out to 999. That is the same assistance call line. And I strongly encourage you to do it. Because again, when you commit to yourself, brilliant and amazing things can happen. Now you can't do this alone. And here comes my segue. Hopefully I got her grinning in the background. Take a quick gander. Yeah, the segue's coming. Oh yeah, and the eyebrows going too. Love it. Oh, you're gonna get to know this brow. I'm ex-military, and we build bonds through commitment and loyalty and just being there for one another. You cannot question, you cannot be unwavering in your trust with your fire team partner, because they're as equally responsible for your life as you are responsible for theirs. So when you are in that trench, who do you have in that trench with you? Now, this spirit, this soul, was a gift to me. I got to know her as a friend. We got a chance to visit on her audio rooms a couple times, and we got a chance to dive into one topic that both hit home for us both. And it really started, I feel, the kinship that we share. And as time progressed, So did that brow. And the friendship was formed, and over time the conversation started to grow a little bit more and more, checking in, checking up, seeing how you're doing. I've nicknamed her Wheels for a reason. She gets your wheels going. She makes you look outside of your own box. There was times when I was in my lowest. There was times where she was literally on the phone with me in time that I needed somebody there the most. But she gets your wheels going. She gets you to start looking outside of the normal perspectives. And even though you may feel that you've got open perspectives, it's always great to have that one person to call you and say, hey, there's also this perspective. And it's not just a perspective, there's research behind it. And the energy that she brings when she does this. She is my fire team partner and has and will always be a dear soulmate of mine for the kinship that we share and literally the wars that we have gone through. Without further delay or ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, aliens from all planets, please welcome to the stage, Melissa Houston.
Dang. Hi, guys. How are you?
Hi.
A little build up there, bud. I mean, even with the hands, you got the jazz hands going. There's so much excitement in air in air tonight for season 3. So thanks for joining us. I'm excited. This has been a long time in the making, huh?
2 years to get you to this point, and it's that is probably why I am so ultra excited. Literally,
It's LinkedIn's fault, right? Like I don't really love live video because the brow gets me in trouble, but this is a place where the brow is welcome to play. And I just have to say, if you guys have watched the show, I came prepared. I had my bubbles, but I had it in the colors, of course, that vibes with the show. So we're here, we're ready.
I so appreciate you. I've had the blessing and the privilege and just the absolute honor to get to know you these last couple of years. And for those that haven't had that privilege, please tell everybody at home who you are, where you're from.
Oh darn, I forgot. Some of you guys may not know me. Hey, so Melissa Houston, cultivator of dreams, motivator of human capital. And really what that means is I help grown-ups like Aaron, sometimes like those people down there listening and watching, do bigger things than they were doing before. Like we've all decided, hey, we're going to do something new today. And I just help people get a plan together and figure that out. Sometimes it's a life overhaul and sometimes it's easy. It's like a LinkedIn profile, right? But I'm here to pull out the bubbles, the glitter, the fun and stuff and make it happen. That's what I do. And I do it here mostly on LinkedIn. And now they're making me do video. So it's a blessing and a curse. Thank you, LinkedIn. Also, I'm not very happy audio is gone. Bring it back.
I love how humble you are, because you are literally you are the best version. I know it was a bad thing, but if there was a good version of it, it would be you, and it is Pandora's box. You are the good version of Pandora's box when it comes to you entering a room. And I've been in rooms where people talk about you and you're not there, and it is just heartwarming. It captures you. And of course, anybody that isn't aware, Melissa does coaching and consulting. And it's a much higher level of coaching and consulting. I've worked with so-called other coaches and consultants, and just from my perspective, this is nothing against them. The involvement level, the commitment level, and just the downright heart that you put into it.
And the foot,
And it's
right? You've met my foot, not just my heart. It is
Yeah.
unique. I mean, honestly, I agree. It is different than a lot of what you see out there, but it has to be the right kind of connection to make it work. You really have to want it. And you're one of those people who's like, oh no, I'm not perfect. Let me fix it. And so I think that was something we vibed on is we know we're not perfect, but we try not to make the same mistake more than a few times,
we don't make the same mistake twice. We just make all new ones. You
Yeah,
know I've
we'll
done
break
this
new
too.
rules.
I
We,
am notorious for
I
that.
saw Felipe down there. I have to say hey to Felipe because he's somebody who I vibe with too, because we don't really break the rules. We enforce them in a lot of our ways in business, but we also break in between and then create new ones because we broke them and we could and we knew it. So um, it's a lot of trial and error on behalf of others, which I think we vibe on a lot, which is why I'm here, is because you're willing to fumble the ball, right? Like you don't have to catch every pass. And I make mistakes all the time, twice today at least. So that's what I mean, I'm glad to be here and I'm glad it works, but it takes a good commitment to the job on both sides for coaching and consulting to work, right? Because you can give a plan to a client, I don't care who you are or what you sell. If they don't implement your solution, the reviews are bad. You can have the best equipment in the world, but if you don't get on it, you can't say it was the Bowflex that didn't work you out. It was you that didn't get on the Bowflex. I'm not endorsed by them. I don't even know if they're even a thing. I'm
It's all
old.
good.
I look infomercials, right? But shout out to
Not yet
Bowflex.
a
They have enough
sponsor. Not yet a
commercials when I
sponsor.
was young. But you guys get what I'm saying, right? And so I just dig what you're doing. I love that you're transparent. I love that you're, figuring it out in your own way. That's why I support you. That's why I'm here.
And I thank you so much for being here and sharing this time with us this evening and kicking off my season. And honestly, when it the the fact that you said yes and that you were going to come on, like I have been waiting because again, there's been moments in my world that you have literally risen to the challenge. And the one thing that I wanted to just share from my own experiences of having the benefit of having Melissa Houston in my corner, is having that coach that can speak to you. And to make it relatable, what I'm talking about is if you've played sports, you know how you had some of those, if you were playing football, you had multiple coaches on the team, right? And you sometimes didn't always click with some of the other coaches because of the way that they were approaching you and talking to you. And the ones that instill you to just stop and be still and reflect, that literally you want to listen to, that you are literally like, I will jump in front of a bus for you because you've told me this unique little thing that is going to help me on my play out in the field, and or apply it to the business world. I know a little something. I've done my research on this. I'm going to tell you to run this play in your world and let's see what happens.
And I'll be the first one to say, sit on the bench. You need to rest for a minute. You're in timeout. Go sit down. But we do that for each other. It's not I'm not saying that's it, right? But that's the value of not just coaching, because it's a shared commitment in the way we work together, but to have somebody just call you out on your stuff, it's important. That's why Felipe and I love doing our show every other Sunday, right? Is the duality of mindsets. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't. Sometimes he might seem right. All the time I am. Just kidding. I think he's on a date, so I want to just slide that in there since he can't fight it. But I think it's important to diversify, right? I really do. And I think that's something else, is you have a pretty diverse network around you. How you move is different. I mean, look at the comments, guys. I wish I could keep up. I really do. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm multitasking here. But it's phenomenal. Look at how many people showed up today. Right? Something's
It's a
right.
blessing. My phone keeps literally, LinkedIn just keeps dropping on my phone, so I can't even keep track of that on the side, and just let my angels know in the back. Yeah, my phone is going fritzy right now, so I'll keep a wandering eye on the old private chat, but we'll get to that in a minute. What I really want to get to is some meat and potatoes with my wheels. All right,
With
and we
wheels.
were
I
talking
didn't know
about,
that was really a nickname, right? Like I didn't know you were just going to
it
call me out
wasn't
like that.
it's not a nickname, it's a term of endearment, because literally you get the wheels going. So it's a hold. And yes, yeah, absolutely. I know what you do for standard day work. There was no Inuit, there was no association of that. But the thought of calling somebody that I care about on this level, that has taken care of my butt when it's been in its worst, I'm not going to call you Gears. Because you think that, then my mind, I'm thinking, oh, we're grinding your gears. Well, no, that's not the
And I
person
went
you
like
are.
antique pocket watch gears, so I could see how it works. But really get the movement going, right? Getting your mind spinning, and then to also rest. Rest is an action. And a lot of people forget that part because it always looks like I'm saying go, 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 go. But sometimes it's go sit down, go be still, slow down to speed up. And I think being able to reflect with friends or colleagues or accountability partners helps a lot. And really brilliant people in our network, right? When you look at the comment section, these guys aren't slouches by any means. These are phenomenal humans who I'm shocked even showed up. No offense, guys. I really just, I'm blessed you're here. I know a lot of you just love Aaron, but I'm just shocked to see how many people show up and say, this is where I want to be today. But it's because these brilliant minds get fed here. And not just here, but LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever you're coming in from, it's tapping into those resources and returning and trying to grow with intention, right? We hear it a lot on the internet, but it really is the theme. If I had to Venn diagram or network, it's the people get it done and then make a new list every day. And I think there's a lot of value. Just kind of cool. So can I say hi to everybody?
Hey, you are the special guest tonight. You are my VIP. You get VIP treatment here. If you want to take a moment and say hi to the guests,
do you hear my upstairs neighbors? They're exercising the demons in your honor. So many.
Exercise.
I don't know what they're doing up there, but wow, guys. Wow, 300 plus comments is what I see here. What is going on, guys? You guys are busy tonight.
We're here to
Where are you?
Celebrate you.
Yeah, where are they all from? Where are we vibing from? Are we connected yet? That's the rule. If you're here, we should connect.
Okay, so the special request from our special guest, no rhyme intended. Okay. Let everybody know. Everybody, please let us know where you're chiming in from around the world this evening. And honor our special guest with her request. Oh my God, I did it again. Sweet Mary, Mother of Pearl.
You know, I feel like alliteration flows in elementary school, and so it's the Mr. Rogers sweater maybe has the cool vibe going. But no, I'm excited. So I did say I would put myself in the hot seat for you, and also for the commenters, right? So if they have a special question, they're welcome to submit it. We can tackle them, but you're allowed to ask me that question. What is the question, Aaron, that you've been waiting to ask me?
All right. Well, you know, you're lucky because when I first kicked this off, there was 3 diggy kind of deep questions that I used to ask my special guests. But now I've gotten to the point where I've just customized it. And the one thing that has just been absolutely remarkable in the friendship that we've shared is that when you're coaching, I mean, you have literally had so much on your plate, and you take those moments to just everyone kind of slot them in. And where in the Sam Heel do you find the energy to tap into, like, how do you maintain yourself? Where do you go to keep this fiery phoenix inside of you literally blowing up the way that it does? Like, I'm blown away at how much stuff you can carry in your wheelbarrow of things to carry and dig deep. So I want to know where Melissa Houston digs deep. Like, where do you go to in order to accommodate the great things that you are doing for myself, Felipe, so many other spirits out there? I mean, the Walk Up With Me program. Like,
It's a small question you have there, Aaron. Honestly, I'm going to give a little neurodivergent, spicy salt answer, right? There's probably a little bit of that ADHD bunny in me who likes to float from table to table, always did in school. And so I like to be in the know and participate in that way. The other part of it is just really caring where I am and what I'm doing. So when I say I'm there, I really try to be there. If somebody calls me, I will answer. I'll try to figure that out. And I think the responsibility of a job, work ethic comes back to my great grandma. We kind of talked about it in some of the chapters that, I wrote in the books with you, even like our friends down in the comments. But it comes down to a job worth doing is worth doing well. If you're going to do it to your best, right? I want the A+, I want the gold star. That's who I am as a human, and I can't help it. The other part of it is a lot of the documentation and action I talk about is really how I don't forget, whether it's ignoring the text until I can touch it, right? Because we accidentally read it and forget it. And then you'll come back weeks later, like, oh no. So I have these little tricks that I've harnessed over time. And I think as a professional who's worked in so many industries, it's helped a ton, right? That's part of the consulting and coaching I can do for businesses is those little things you learn when you're bootstrapping startups and you are the one man show, or you are the one person beyond the owner who's functioning in this role. And so a lot of optimization and smarter, not harder. And what can I do quickly and what needs to be done today versus this week and after. Anybody who's coached with me or listened to the shows knows what that means. But I love my 3 to-do list. And I like to make sure that if I can get today's done, that I tap into next week's right away, because that just gives me more freedom to add more to the list later, right? And really, so I'm just trying to almost steal back time every chance I get. Another asset of it is of my brand is just being passionate about what I do. You don't have to fake it when you're with friends. You can stay up for days, right? Like, honestly, guys, I want to confuse LinkedIn. So just drop the number of hours you've stayed up in a row with friends doing fun things without some illegal activity. Like, I want this to be natural adrenaline, right? Coffee's okay. We caffeinate here. But really, like, I've seen teenagers stay up all weekend. Right. I've stayed up all night reading a book, not really realizing I was up all night. And then I had to go to school the next day and I somehow pushed through. But the passion to be up all day at school, stay up all night to read a book, right? That's something that was early on. I found it. And I think that's really it. The other side of it is the planners. If you're a little ADHD bunny like I am, I like to go from here's my planner for today. This is my meat and potatoes, like you said. Business, everything I have to do. And then I jump into my Canva, my coffee chats, my personal stuff, my poetry, my writings. And so it really just helps me tap into whatever I'm feeling in the moment and not force it if I don't have to. So that's a really big tip, actually, guys. Give yourself a break every day. I'm up at 4, whether I like it or not. I tried to sleep in even today and it didn't work. But I think there's a passion to have that few hours before I even start that other job of mine, to be able to harness, 4 hours for myself in any way I want, whether it's brain games or LinkedIn or, audio events, now live events. It's all building to something. And I think it just snowballs, right? You guys have heard of the snowball effect. It's the same for your debt. It's the same with your passions. The more you roll in, the more you're like, man, I'm tired. And he's like, no, man, we got a live event. Let's go. Take a nap. Let's go. And so I think a lot of that is who I surround myself with too, really. What about you, though? I want to know. How do you do what you do? Because you're burning the midnight oil with these, music and songs and producing.
I
Isn't
gotta
it the
be
same?
completely honest. It's a reciprocation of that energy. It's the people that you are surrounding yourself that are charging that train. They are loading the coal within the steam of that soul train in everyone, and just getting that fire going. And when you have those right people that know your heart, as Nancy Deborah Barrow says, and understand the person that you are, like genuinely understand the person you are, your nature, your behaviors, and embrace you for that. They know that you're flawed, but we're going to look beyond those flaws and we're going to focus on the things that we can do good, right?
Well, I don't
So,
know any perfect people. And if they're perfect, can I see the background check? No
mhm,
offense, guys. I did background checks for a decade. So I know humans are flawed. And we're flawed at different times of our life for different reasons. But even if you don't have a criminal record, I know I stubbed my toe at least once in my life. That's a mistake, right? I've hit my funny bone and it wasn't funny. And then I thought that was miscommunicated. And you figure it out as you go. But if you feel like you're perfect or you feel like you always have an answer, I would just say pause, because I feel like a lot of people think I always do and I don't. I have to do some research myself. And so find people who will tell you when you're wrong too, right? I think that's important.
you know what
Like,
just
that's what
automatically
makes
pop.
me me.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, but that's what makes me me is I call the smartest people I know and go, hey, tell me if I'm being silly. And I vet it before I even release it to the public beyond my circle, because I'm a chaotic little bunny. Sometimes maybe I think we should just go plant new flowers on Mars. And I need somebody to go, hey, you don't even have a spaceship. It's not really where I want to go, but I would love somebody to slow me down if I was moving too quickly to make it make sense or to ask the right questions. And so I'm that person for others. And It's how we met. These live events are where it's at, and then I charge for it when they really need more than just that little bit of window.
I'm sorry.
So,
I'm still. I hear you. I do hear you. But all I wanted to say is hashtag all up in your grill. You know.
oh my gosh. Another auto reference, whether you mean to or not, there's a subliminal thing happening here. But guys, I'm trying to read the comments, so if I look away, please know that's fine. Okay.
You're all
Also,
good
do you
here.
like the glasses? Do you like the sparkle?
I was.
Jackie said something about them. I
So
saw it.
before and I, you know, as much as I love to squirrel, what? The one other thing that I want to ask you before we get off of and where we're going to next, because it's getting to that time to celebrate you. 3 words to describe the emotions that go through when you see one of your clients succeed.
Honestly, I just had a moment today, and I can't speak to the moment, but I was sitting here doing what I always do before these events. Like, do I really want to go do this? Do I really want to put on makeup and sit here in front of the video and do the YouTube thing so you guys can tear it apart and put it back together? And, I don't love it, I'll be honest, but the purpose, I did a prayer. I talk about my faith a lot. And so for me, I just go, okay, God, you're telling me I'm supposed to do this, but why? Like, why? Right? Any parent, you don't want to do the chore. Why? And it's not that I don't love coaching. It's not that I don't love talking to you guys, but being in front of the camera has never been my favorite thing, because as much as you might think I like the spotlight, I really don't. I'd rather be in the crowd talking to you while other people are on stage or taking notes together. So I was in prayer. Why? Should I just hide? I could just stop now and disappear, go to a different country. They'll never find me. And I got a text from somebody who faced life with me, just coached with me, gave me an update on a thing in life that changed. And it was exactly the messaging, like that reminder of, hey, there's good news, there's tough times. The reason we do it is not for you, it's for other people. So as much as this is about me, guys, that's why I didn't want to do it. I was like, he keeps saying it's about me. And I'm like, Aaron, stop saying it's about me. It's not about me. But I know what you're trying to do to honor me. And reality is, it wasn't why I wanted to show up. And so I just kept trying to figure out, why did I say yes again? And then I remembered, it's because the conversation with that human started here first. And a lot of humans who have coached with me started here first. And the friends and the books, I mean, I brought them, I have them, but I was literally looking at your faces, just thinking about every single one of you. And even this guy right here, like, I don't know if you guys know, okay? He doesn't know I'm doing this. Aaron didn't know either. This is Dave Knoll. Dave Knoll is a connection of mine on LinkedIn. We're not like best friends. We're not. But he's really cool. He did a show called Chopped. He's the executive producer. He has quite a few shows he's won some Emmys for. And I only know about him personally in his book because I was on this platform. I learned. And you know what was really cool is I was flipping through his book trying to figure out, okay, so how long am I really going to have to take to read it? And I saw something that caught my attention. You guys, he loves a good Venn diagram. So it's just really cool when I can say, hey, somebody who's doing really cool things believes in some of the methodology I'm using. And I get to read about how they do it. And I think that's why I love what you do and what the people in the comments are doing and the publishers doing. It's just sharing that message so others can take part of it home and apply it to their own life. And I've always been the loud one. I've always been the one the teacher's like, hey, shh, stop. And I'm like, no, the kid in the back didn't hear the message. He said, what did he say? And I had to tell him. And so maybe that's all I am, is a microphone, but I'm really good at having that speaker in my hand and screaming into it with my friends. So there, that's the answer. I don't know.
It's all good. I got you.
No, but really, it's just the journey, guys. I know it's supposed to be 3 words, but it's that coaching, consulting, connecting. It all goes back to let me figure it out. Whether it's coaching myself first, which I do first, always. I figure it out for me, and then I teach you. It's the reach back, pull forward. And so it's those 3 things that sit on the profile, and I really believe in it. It's the very first thing before anything else is, how do we make each other stronger? How do we do it together? even at work, some of these, the day job, I don't want to speak too much about it, but the KPIs they're asking us for, the key performance indicators, we're exceeding expectations a lot. We're pushing to the top of nationwide charts for some of these things, and we're doing it really consistently in spite of winter. And that's because of the coaching, consulting, connecting I do here. Like I'm stronger, and then I get to teach others, and then I get to help. It's just really cool. I don't know. It's what I get inspired by. And so I'm kind of like a vampire. Your passion is my passion, and haha, let me feed on you, but also support you.
It's good constructive criticism, though, and it takes one hell of a spirit or soul. Let me call it like it is. It takes one hell of a person to tell another person, this is where I think you're not doing as well as you could. The coach, you sometimes always look, and you like sometimes when we get involved, just to make it that relatable situation, like sometimes we get involved in a project that we have poured our hours, our heart, and time in there. And we forget that even though like we have looked over these details so finely, when somebody comes along and says, hey, there's a blemish on your, right? Like, oh, you just finished mopping the floor, there's a dirty spot, right? Kind of idea. You got to work yourself as a person and an individual that if you're getting coaching to go, son of, oh yeah, you're right. Damn, it's happened again, right? It takes a little bit of moment to absorb that constructive criticism, and it also takes a lot of bravery to be that constructive person to give that constructive criticism, which kind of leads into our next moment. Now, of course, with this year and this season, of course, and for those of you that aren't aware, a lot of the reason why this whole music thing happened was because of the coaching that I had received from Melissa Houston. We knew that the evolution here on, sorry, go ahead. Are you okay?
So, yeah, there's a question on the screen before you move on. I don't know if you saw. Did you see?
Oh, okay. Hold on, ladies. Okay.
There we are. Okay.
Shoot.
So Felipe asked what childhood
Don't
experiences had a
apologize.
big impact on who I was today. And honestly, it's anything that had to do with a grandmother. They taught me the different things collectively. Like one of them really didn't have the same red lipstick, hair perfect to check the male rules that her mother did. My great grandmother was very much elegant and could dine with the Queen of England and do it perfectly. And I always knew that growing up. And so she taught me a lot in that way. But then her daughter had 8 kids and kind of had to learn on the go, worked as a short order cook and a bartender, and just had these stories. And they each held me to a standard of their own that was pretty high. And then grandma made me make a promise. And I'm actually going to dive into that story tomorrow, Felipe. So thank you for asking. I want to kind of put a pin in it there because I know we need to move on a little bit. But I'm going to be reading my chapter tomorrow. So if you want more, join me at 6 a.m., 12 hours from now. And
We are going to get to that. We make a special part of the segment of the show just for that, because there's a whole thing to celebrating a person on here, and there's a lot of misconception I know that goes on and what this show is about. And yes, it is about celebrating you, sharing an aspect of your life that I feel is going to benefit those that are silently struggling, but also showing that there's other spirits out here that still genuinely care, are still motivated enough and courageous enough to basically say, hey, let's do this together. I'm gonna say it like I said.
Fudge it up.
We're on YouTube.
Yeah.
We're gonna fudge it up. We're gonna fudge it up. Thanks for the catch, Coach. I know you don't like that. Sorry, I'm gonna retract on that.
You're good.
I almost heard a spray.
I love fudge. It's Valentine's Day, guys.
Okay. But it takes one, and it's my family knows, and I was talking to some family about this. Like, you know how much I care about you. To put something like this together, and it was from your inspiration to push towards getting away from copyrighted music to start creating my own music. And I didn't really even think or conceive of writing my own music with like you got me into the AI. I was like, okay, but the AI is spitting out, I'm not liking. And next thing I know, I'm writing my own music, and I'm like, what the Sam Hill has she got me doing without even saying anything? and in turn, what's happened is this beautiful cascade of things that have occurred since you've enabled that in me. I had Leslie inspire 2 songs that spoke very deeply to me. She asked me to go to my core. They were very deep, challenging songs for me to do. But to have that opportunity to even go there. So, I mean, again, the people that you're surrounding yourself with, absolutely. So, of course, that means that I also wrote this next little medley that is specifically for you, that reflects on the amazing person that you are and how much you are cherished by Nicole, Leslie, myself, Felipe. If anything can try and display to you how much we appreciate the fine spirit that you are and what you are pumping back in the world, please let this be your mental health break montage.
Hello, friend. I see the path that you walk. Mind if we spend a few moments to just sit here and talk? These roads that you travel are quite tough, I know. Seeing what you're moving through, there's insights to help you grow. All it requires is for you to document then act, researching the pros and cons with heightened awareness and tact. Coaching and consulting through the times that are tough, holding moments to recognize that you really are enough. Rising above the noise with clear vision and action, solid guidance in your corner. Let your dreams gain traction. I'm here ever present as horizons appear new. When options seem out of stock, then we seek out the right crew. Persistence and push in a well-delivered way, each step forward in the right direction with each evolving day. Coaching and consulting through the times that are tough, holding moments to recognize that you really are enough. Rising above the noise with clear vision and action, solid guidance in your corner. Let your dreams gain traction. Step by step and hand by hand, the road paved before you now golden. We're no longer alone, but together we stand. Thank you, Melissa Houston, for all the love, thought, and care. Refreshed, re-energized to conquer a new day, with a gentle reminder of a brown step. Coaching and consulting through the times that are tough, holding moments to recognize that you really are enough. Rising above the noise with clear vision and action, solid guidance in your corner. Let your dreams gain traction.
We've got on mute. There's no rush for you. I decided to let you know we were on mute.
Thank you, because yeah. But I'm so glad you are doing this. And I'm glad it started with, hey, you want to grow your brand, you can use copyrighted music. They're not going to let you monetize. And then you just started tapping into options, right? You did your research, you figured it out, and now look at you guys. And guys, Aaron's the artist. He's the guy. He's using his tools, his resources to make it happen. And so if you loved what you saw, I know he didn't want me to pitch him right now, but I want you to hire him to do your own. I love it. Thank you so much. Now, and also, can I just say, guys, this is a huge day for me because I'm an Arizona girl. Shout out to Arizona. It's Arizona's birthday. I performed with a choir on this day many moons ago when I was in junior high school. And it was my first ever espresso experience. Whipped, frozen, mocha, yummy. And so that's an anniversary of this day. It is Valentine's Day. I'm married. Aaron knows my husband, has hung out with him. They kind of could be brothers, which I'm still trying to figure that out. In a lot of ways, how did you really could be. You guys could even share hats because you both have the same kind of hat fun. But we're celebrating today, and he's been going through some health stuff. So if you guys have been sending prayers, I appreciate you. We're still working on it, but it's just really cool to see the music. And then the other thing, for me, Valentine's Day is huge because 6 years ago today, I got confirmation I found my biological father for the first time. And so I get to have a celebration with my dad, but he sent me a text, and it's Aaron's fault that my dad sent the text, but it was the first time he ever really just was like, oh my gosh, I love this so much. I'm so proud of you. And I didn't have anything to do with that, but I didn't tell him because like any good kid, you just take it when your dad gives it to you. But, that's kind of cool too. So thanks for that.
Well, it's funny that you bring that up because the next thing that we're doing is, before we ask you the last kind of questions on where we can find you and all that other good jazz, what we're going to do here is what we always do, is promote selflessly of everyone that comes into our walk. And what we have here this evening is Melissa's show, which is happening at what time tomorrow, my lady?
6 a.m. Pacific.
On YouTube and LinkedIn?
On YouTube and LinkedIn.
And where can we find that information? Are you going to throw it in the comments for us a little bit later?
Yep.
That sounds fantastic. So, of course, you and I worked together on a little project, kind of put me on a mission, and I said, well, let's put together a couple of samples. Well, it didn't take very long. I still remember the moment that I heard it, and I think we were on the phone, and I'm like, oh, I gotta tell you, you got to hear this. We got to stop the phone call right now. You got to hear this. And so, without further delay, this is what she was actually watching.
Sunlight creeps through my window pane. Dreams of stars, now a faint refrain. Coffee brews and thoughts collide in this early morning ride. Wake up world, let's start the day. Insight flows in a bright array. Questions dance like morning dew. In this space, it's me and you. Coffee chats with Melissa. Every cup is a whisper. Conversations open door. Spilling thoughts forevermore. Ideas bubble crisp and bright. Words take flight in morning light. Consult the heart, make it sing. New perspectives on each wing. Every thought becomes so clear. From stage tunes and bubbling streams, waking up to brand new dreams. Coffee chats with Melissa. Every cup was a whisper. Conversations open doors, building thoughts forevermore.
Hot damn!
I mean, not to toot your own horn, but that was pretty good. It's stuck in my head, guys. I wish it was about anybody else because I feel terrible when I'm just jamming in my own song over here. But it's good, right? Like, tell the truth. Isn't it good? It's not. It's not
You
bad.
deserve it. You
So
deserve
thank
it. We're
you.
going to interrupt you right there. You deserve it. You've worked hard. You work hard. A lot of people work hard, and sometimes, you know what, we just need to pay it forward out in the world and celebrate each other a little bit more often than we are.
And I love that you do that because honestly, I will put a video together for somebody in a heartbeat, right? A Canva image or whatever. We're always doing that for others, but when it comes time to do our own, we're like, just do Bob's. It'll be fine. And you know, it's cool when somebody takes your brand and gives it back to you because talk about brand clarity. If you can't have somebody do something like this and have it like make you vibe that they understand who you are, reach out, right? Like really, because it was so cool to see somebody grabbed it and just snapped it out of thin air and made it mine. So I really highly recommend anybody has a show or wants to have some kind of promo. This is the guy. He's got it figured out and he loves what he's doing.
You know what? That's and that's where you and I are so alike because we can just keep passing the torch back. It's like, no, you got to appreciate her. No, appreciate her. No, him.
It's him.
No, her.
It's him.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
And we've done
Yeah.
the same thing on your audio rooms too. No. Melissa,
But
before we go anywhere, we got some things because I want to know what's big, what's new, what's coming down the line for you, and then we're gonna find out where you're coming from. So just please let us know what's happening first. What's going on in your world? What are we looking forward to seeing coming down the line?
okay, so we're evolving coffee chats, right? Out there on YouTube. We're gonna monetize it. I'm also trying to backbuild for legacy purposes. A really good buddy who popped up in the comment section, Mike Phillips, asked me recently why I was moving over to YouTube, and the answer was, well, because LinkedIn made me do this work, and if I'm going to do it, I might as well take advantage of the work, right? So reality is now we get playback. You guys can do team replay for those who like to sleep in on a Saturday and really hated my show slot, but also to repurpose content to kind of dive back in and maybe listen to my guests with fresh ears where I don't have to host, but just absorb the messaging. And then the emotional women, it's coming. Jackie Hallberg and I are going to be tackling emotional stuff, the stuff that makes us undone a little bit, right? Frazzled, stressed, overwhelmed, the chaos. And there's a lot going on. I don't know if you guys are watching the news, but it seems like every day they have something to cover, and they always have. So let's take that as it is. But we're going to cover the people who are going through the shifts right now and the ones who need that support. I feel us coming, and we're going to be there. We're also going to help with, harnessing the emotions to talk to your boss about the problems at work, and how do we meet in the middle, right? Like, I love a good Venn diagram, so I'm going to say that part, but she brings a lot to the table with her mediation also, right? Really bringing people together to have that conversation. And so I can see a lot of opportunities there. That's going to be on the horizon. And then just growing on LinkedIn. I'm really just trying to figure out what you guys need from me this year. And so I'm doing a lot of assessments. I'm still going to kill it at work. I love my job there. We're killing the KPIs. And unless somebody wants to, offer me a show on television, I might give notice then. I'm just going to keep plugging along and figure out what's happening and do my work.
I highly support that action, by the way. You need your own TV show.
Yeah, I mean, Ricky Lake, I think Ricky Lake's spot would have been perfect for me. That's so if you need a new Ricky Lake, a little bit of attitude, a little eyebrow. I'm going to try to tame it though. Like, do you think they would have me on television if I just
we should do one for the crowd, really, because we do this.
I can't control it, Aaron. That's the problem. Is literally this is
If I brought
It has a
Felipe
mind
up,
of
that
its
wouldn't be
own.
a problem, would it?
Yeah, it would just kind of do its thing. He gets that thing going, but that's
Love you,
part of the
man. Love
reason
you,
I
man.
don't like cameras. Um, but guys, no, really. So the Emotional Women, go follow it. Go follow the pages. All the things. They're all going to start whistling at you soon. Um, and then the eyebrow thing. I wish I could control it, but if you see it as a client, if you've seen it, it's when you say something and you go, "Oh, let me assess what I just said to Melissa," because her eyebrows questioning what, not Melissa, the eyebrow, right? It's a second coach. It's like
Yeah.
2 for 1.
I have seen it. I've experienced it. It's awesome. It's an awesome eyebrow. But it's the best
Thank
brow
you.
that will literally motivate you to do what you need to do in order to overcome your next hurdle. I guarantee it. All
I
right.
got it from my grandma. You saw it in the montage. She was giving me the eyebrow, kind of looking down at me as a little one. So that is hereditary. Definitely got it from her. She could control hers. So could my little sister. That was their bond.
That eyebrow is a trademark. That eyebrow is a trademark, absolutely. But it puts a lot of smiles on a lot of people's faces, including my own. And I just want to say that, friend to friend, I am very grateful for you in my world. And I appreciate every moment that you have been there for me in my darkest moments and have helped me overcome some major, major hurdles and to turn things around into such a positive new evolution and evolvement that I just can't wait to see where else this is going to lead us all. So for those of you that are unaware, you can subscribe to Melissa's YouTube channel. The link is in the comments. You can also connect with her on LinkedIn. That information is also in the comments. We're going to get Melissa to post her show. I did notice that Nicole actually threw it up earlier in the comments that your show's up there. Please, please, please check out Melissa Houston's, Coffee Chats with Melissa Houston. And what I was going to say next is I am so in support and excited for Jackie Halberg and you to do the Emotional Women. Like I am chomping at the bit. And it's because I had a whole bunch of stuff going on when you guys were just first getting your kind of test stuff out there and just launching. But now that I've got time on my hands, like I'm front row seat and tickets. So please, please, please come and join Melissa tomorrow morning. Coffee Chats with Melissa. Oh, wow. I almost kept it in tune there.
The other part of things, I should probably warn them, or, maybe it's a cherry on top moment, but if you're working with Aaron, he will sing to you in your DMs. And usually it's the song he's produced for you. And he's jamming to your song while he's doing content for the show you're going to be on. And so it's a unique experience, but never bored, ever. But honestly, it's really cool. And I just appreciate it. I really do. Just to see it from somebody else's perspective. And that's what your show does. And that's really kind of my show too, right? When I had you on, I just wanted you to hear from my audience what people thought of you and see it from our eyes. And sometimes we don't always see perfect, right? Sometimes we see flaws and we're like, hey, you got toilet paper on your shoe. You're about to go on the stage. Get it off your shoe. And other times we're just there to clap. And I think both are equally important. And so find those people in your tribe, guys. If you don't have them yet, make sure you have somebody who's going to tell you when you're not doing it right. I think it matters, right? And it's balance, and it's the way they ask, because I don't want to just call Aaron and say, you're doing it wrong. I will say, so saw that shirt choice, tell me about it. And I'll make sure like we're vibing, because if it was grandpa's favorite shirt, I'm not going to tell him to change a shirt. But if it wasn't, and no offense to your shirt now, you know what I mean? But just the small things where you
All
see
good. All good.
something, and I'm a big analogy guy. Yes, metaphors, analogies, watch out, similes, they come at you with me. I like to Venn diagram overlap a lot, but I think that assessment's important. And when you have good friends who can really just say, hey, I see something shifted. I see something's not right. Hey, you have spinach in your teeth before you go live on wedding day, right? You don't want to say I do with your salad from lunch there. There's some people who don't know how to say, hey, I see that flaw. How do I say it without ruining your day? And others who will actually see, hey, by not saying something, I'm going to ruin the day, or allow them to maybe stub their toe because I didn't tell them the dresser's right there. And so be that person for somebody, and then find somebody who will tell you that, and then be willing to hear it is the other thing we talk about, right? Because we can only take advice if we want to receive it. And so find people you want to vibe with. That's these guys in the comments for sure for me. How many comments are we at? Do we know?
I've got a
I
current
need to
tag
know
of
because I feel like,
422.
oh my goodness, guys, you blew it up.
I have a lot of work tonight. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Thank you so much. I've got a lot of work tonight to go through these comments, and my phone, I'll have to go through on the computer because every time I try to do it on my phone, it literally crashes. So thank you for that.
Oh my gosh.
It's humbling.
464, Aaron. I wonder if we can get to 500 before the end of the show. Just curious.
Well, we could try and do that. I mean, for me, it's honestly, this whole show is about that one person that shows up and grabs a takeaway from what you've said this evening, starts to apply it to their own world.
Maybe they can help us that way, right? Because I don't want to just have comments for comments' sake, but maybe you can share what was the coolest tonight, which video you liked best of Aaron's. He did quite a montage, right? Maybe you want one. Tell him you want one. Maybe there's somebody I should connect with who I haven't. Maybe you want to be a friend with somebody in my network that you don't know yet. I'm willing to help you out. But let's do some of that coaching, consulting, connecting stuff in the comments right now. How can we help? You have me right here.
You know what? We should do, we are notorious for this because I know when we had coffee the last time. You want to do something spontaneous? Do you just want to both? Yeah. Do you want to do something spontaneous with me that is shining literally the light on somebody completely unexpecting it?
Sure.
All right.
Let's do it.
You know this person, and we work with this person on a day-to-day basis, and she has endeavored into a new little entrepreneurship. So let's see if we can, unified here, you and I can generate as many subscribers. So what we're going to do is right now, we are going to take a moment to celebrate the Guiding Brilliant Writers Publishing House, Nicole and Guy Galindo. And what I want to try and do for my baby sister in the comments and in the control booth, and she's giving me a dirty look right now. Stop that. Hey,
give it back to her. I got your back. Let's go.
We'll give her the eyebrow. Yo, you just settle down here. We are going to take a moment. Please, if you have not done so yet, reach out, subscribe to the Guiding Brilliant Writers group or YouTube channel with Nicole and Guy Galindo. All right. And this is where you will find her.
Let all that surrounds you in a moment freeze, taking control of the chaos, allowing us a moment to breathe. It's a feverish world we sometimes walk, at times feeling lost, a need to reach out and talk. It's a space to nick out, a space to reflect on fight, flight, or freeze. Together through unity, we rekindle the power to believe. We write our own journey with a pen mightier than the sword, passing words of knowledge, reflecting on that we cannot ignore. Leaving legacy in scripture, passing along knowledge with love, reminding lessons learned, spreading awareness below and above. It's a space to nick out, a space to reflect on fight, flight, or freeze. Together through unity, we rekindle the power to believe. Words left immortalized on pages within. With a leap of faith, we can start to begin something only fathomed in dreams that only you can start. By unfolding the pages that reveal your true heart. It's a space to nick out, a space to reflect on fight, flight, or freeze. Together through unity, we rekindle the power to believe.
That's what we do, right? That's what we do.
Oh, yeah.
We don't care what's going on and what's happening in the world. We are here about celebrating everyone. All right.
Well, and for those who don't know, she's the reason I'm a co-author, best-selling international.
She's the
2
reason I'm
times.
an author, co-author.
Right?
She'll kick
I
my
mean,
ass.
all these people on the back of the books. Do you know how many humans have their story on paper because of this one human? Like, why did she get celebrated? Because she did something with me that I said I would never do. And now I'm going to be in a 3rd book too. Right?
She is
So
such a golden heart.
that's also coming. But if you want to learn more about the book, you got to go follow Nick because I said so.
Yep. And we've now got that video on replay. We're going to get it pumped out in every channel that we can. Please reach out, subscribe, connect with Nicole and Guy Galindo and the Guiding Brilliant Writers Publishing House. However, it is time that we wrap up. We've gone a little bit over, but thank you so much. And I hope this hasn't. I don't like stepping on your time because you've just given me so much time back.
My husband is so grateful to retrieve his wife and spend some Valentine's time together.
Awesome. All right. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to throw you back into the green room. I'm going to give some shout outs to my sponsors, you being one of them. So before you go, shout out to Melissa Houston, Coaching and Consulting. You can find her contact information in the links, all with this event. Please reach out, connect with her, subscribe. Her coaching is one of a kind. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the first to say it, but I'll say it again. # Melissa for president, yo. World change.
I'm willing at this point, so let me know.
Okay, we're not going to go down that avenue tonight.
Hey, I want to be president one day. That's all.
Absolutely.
No, really,
absolutely.
Not
all right,
really.
hang.
Let's
Sorry,
connect. Yep, let's connect. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here, and thanks for sharing your journey with us this evening. All right, hang out in the back here. We'll be right there. Wow. Episode 63, Season 3 premiere. An amazing dear friend blessing my stage after 2 years of waiting, and her insights priceless, her guidance lifting. Please reach out to her. Subscribe to her YouTube channel. Reach out to her if you need coaching. I've gotten it because she is a great friend to me. And she is worth more than her weight in gold. As well, my baby sister endeavoring into new entrepreneurship, please reach out and subscribe and get in contact with Nicole and Guy Galindo, the Guiding Brilliant Writers Publishing House. I'm so blessed to have two of these people in my world. Shout out to Voice Your Vibe, Jennifer Penfold, Sweetness and Light Infusions.com. We've got OZK Studios, Leslie Flowers Enterprises, and I think I've just about, hold on. So GBW, Voice Your Vibe, Jennifer Penfold, Leslie Flowers, Melissa Coaching and Consulting, and OZK Studios. Oh my God, I finally got them all right in the first shot. Ah! All right, my friends, it is time for you to go off and enjoy your weekend. I hope we were able to build you up. Please check out Melissa's show tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. my time. and it is so worth being there. And there's coffee involved, yo. Keep it humble and kind, and we're going to see you next week.
Soul man, shining bright, lighting up the darkest night, helping those in silent fight, sending hugs big and tight. Shine your light, oh so bright, spread love, make it right. Soul man, you ignite, open every heart, take flight. Spotlight on the broken soul, making wounded spirits whole, embracing all, making them whole. Your kindness, a shining gold. Shine your light, oh so bright, spread love, make it right. Soul man, you ignite, open every heart, take flight. Let your love be the guide, in you all fears subside. Together we'll stand with pride, your warmth a healing tide. Shine your light, oh so bright, spread love, make it right. Soul man, you ignite, hope in every heart, take flight. Let your love be the guide, in you all fears subside. Together we'll stand with pride, your warmth a healing tide. Shine your light, oh so bright, spread love, make it right. Soul man, you ignite, open every heart, take flight.
Y'all thought it was over, didn't ya? Get over here, DJ Red Panda. Pull my finger. Hashtag space for calves. Chat y'all later. Bye.